I have lived in this area most of my life. I was born in the redwoods. They are definitely in my soul. My heart is in the mountains where they grow, and I believe in preserving them and taking care of them. And I enjoy spending time with the people who love redwoods, with the people who come from all over the world to see the redwoods.
We loved being here so much. We love seeing the people. We love just being in these trees. It's so fabulous. And I love it. It's the best place to be. I see people that are happy. I give them information. They love me, and I get paid with thank yous. And that's the best pay there is in the world. Now, what I think is really wonderful is this area used to be inhabited by Native Americans. Most of them were Ohlone, O-H-L-O-N-E.
As a coastal Ohlone person, redwood and redwood habitat is one of the iconic sorts of places where my ancestors lived their lives and made a good living. Redwood was considered, according to some of the elders, was considered to be like a god. In my Rumsian Ohlone language here, Monterey area, sumen is the word for redwood. As soon as you enter a redwood grove, you just feel that you're someplace else. It's like you've entered into a different realm almost, because it has a feeling like a cathedral. There's just something powerful feeling about being in the presence and being surrounded by redwoods.
Redwoods are an amazing plant. They do things that no other plant can do. Now here we have a stump. Since this tree no longer has its crown with the leaves to make food, it can't make food. That the baby, the child of this tree, which is connected to its root crown, is feeding the parent and helping the parent to heal itself. The first time I heard this story, I got chills, and I still feel the same way. It's just such a miracle to me.
It's amazing to think that 2 million acres of California was covered in old-growth redwoods, just 200 years ago, and now of that, about 4% is left. And so this state park and other state parks and national parks protect that 4%. We are right here with some coast redwoods, the Sequoia sempervirens, tallest known trees in the world. Here in this grove, they grow, the tallest known tree is 277 feet. I believe that's about 84 meters. Oldest known coast redwood is 2,200 years old. They can survive after a series of fires because of really their adaptations for survival. Redwoods will take water in through their roots, but they also take water and moisture in through their leaves as well. So they've got this double way to take in water, which is what they need to, to make their own food and to survive. These are the coast redwood roots. This tree's been uprooted. You can see that they've broken off. They're thick and they're shallowly rooted. Redwood roots go down about 6 to 10 feet. But they go out laterally. They go out much farther this direction than they do down. I've heard from a lot of sources that the redwood roots go out generally as far as the tree is tall. So a 300-foot tree would have a 300-foot kind of spread of its roots. The amazing thing about this coast redwood here is that it's numerous trees all being supported by the same root system. And really, when we look at this, It seems like these awe-inspiring characteristics are what really motivated people to protect this species, to protect these old-growth redwood trees. And when you see something like this with such life force and will, it's no wonder that people were awe-inspired and wanted to do something to make sure that these trees in this forest was protected forever. Redwoods are full of surprises. For as much as we know about redwoods, I do believe there's a lot more to be learned, and they definitely surprise us a lot.
经过古植物学家的研究啊，在上白垩纪的时候，世界上分布的红杉这一类的树有10几种，后来冰川以后绝灭了，就剩下了美国的2种红杉，就是巨杉和海岸红杉。海岸红杉是红杉的3个树种里头，它是长得最高的。这个红杉呢，是美国本土的这个印第安人他们居住的地区。过去我们不是有那种钻木取火吗？他们就是用这个红杉树。它有很大的特点，就是它萌生力很强。你看这地下可以看出来，它有很多萌生的枝条。巨杉是被认为是世界上最大的生物体，它确实是很大，它的生命呢是4000年，也是西班牙人在1833年来到北美洲的时候，他们的探险家发现这个巨杉。中国人是对巨杉非常的敬仰啊，因为它是那么大啊，那么高的年龄啊。所以要给它称呼叫世界爷。它还有一个特点呢，就是天生它的树皮很厚啊，树皮很厚，它能够抵御那个火灾。它的枝条分布的也比较高一些，所以没有这个枝条上头的这个叶子助火，加上它树皮很厚，它能够抵御那个火灾。水杉的发现是近代植物学上的一件大事。植物历史上，水杉一直当成是化石，在古植物学家千拟的研究下，更进一步证实，中国的水杉很可贵的基因库是在四川的石柱、湖北的利川和湖南的龙山地区。所以它被认为是活化石树。现在拍的这个水杉呢，是千拟从中国带回来的。当时带回来的时候，海关都问他说：“你拿的是什么种子？”他说：“我拿的是 antiques， 就是古董啊。”
This is a natural occurrence in this forest and in all forests. When a tree falls, it will slowly decompose and return right back down into the soil over the course of a long period of time. It also opened up a sunny spot for other plants to move in, when it fell. So yeah, the succession and the balance of life just kind of keeps going.
The banana slug is a recycling animal. What it does is it burrows in what we call the duff. There's about 1 to 2 feet of debris on the ground before you get to the dirt. These guys eat it all and they break it down into the nutrients, so that goes back into the soil for the trees to use.
This coast redwood round is from the oldest known coast redwood. It's 2,200 years old. And each ring tells its age, collectively together. And you can see how life has been for the coast redwood. You can see these tight rings right here would have been a time
perhaps of drought, not a lot of water coming. And then here we see these bigger rings right here where maybe there was an abundance of water. And that all kind of gets recorded here, within the structure of the tree.
We just love coming to the redwood forest because it's just such a peaceful, and it makes you feel so small because the trees are so large. It just makes you realize the vastness of the world.
And looking at these huge trees, it's impossible to take a picture and let it represent what you're seeing. Yet very fortunate to be a part of something that's going on. We're very grateful that the authorities in the area that are preserving this park have done such a wonderful job and allow so many people that to come through and enjoy the peace and the quiet and the nature that's here.